Hello and welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever-excitable Adam, and today I'm playing V-Commandos by Triton Noir. This is a great fun game where you're basically stealthing around behind enemy lines trying to defeat the Nazis and their nefarious goals. So we are going to be doing an operation which is a two-parter. So the first part is in the forest, the second part is on two different terrain tiles. And you have to do joint operations working at the same time. It can get pretty tricky. I completed the last operation successfully. No injuries, no casualties really at the end of it. So I'm feeling fairly confident going into this that, if the dice roll are on my side, praise be the dice gods, that we will manage to get through this in one go. But yeah, this is the first part, so we shall see how well we do. If we manage to successfully do the first part of this operation, then the next video you'll see will be the second part of the operation. If we fail at this miserably, then the next video you're going to see is me trying this again. So without further ado, let's get this to the table. So this is Operation Time Pencil all set up. I've got my 4 mercenaries. Mercenaries? This isn't Jagged Alliance, Adam. I've got my 4 commandos here, and I've got my my board all set out here, vents up there, the dice tray over there. So this time we're doing Operation Time Pencil, and this has got a couple of different tiles we have to do. So this first one we got set up here is the forest. So we have to do this first, and then we if we do this, we have to split our team up and go to the radio station and the villa. So the forest itself, we have got, we've basically got these 3 objectives here. And what we have to do is we have to get these 3 objectives, which, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because that's what you have to do. So the general idea is that these guys have paratrooped in, and only one of them has got their equipment, which is the British officer at the moment. The other 3 guys, they don't have their weapons. So these objectives here are the weapons. So we've got to recover the contents of the containers. It costs 2 action points on each objective after the supply drop. For each objective completed, choose 1 green equipment token from the discard pile. Wow. Now we don't actually have to worry about that because we've got some rules on our time pencil thing here, which says 3 commandos start without their blue weapon printed on their card. For each successful objective, 1 commando gets his or her weapon back. Note there are more commandos than the allowed maximum for this level, but it doesn't trigger the alarm because on these terrain cards, they have a number down here which says if you have more than this number on this terrain, the alarm is going to be set off, and nobody wants that. So just looking at the board, I've realized I haven't actually put a German unit on there, so bear with. So, okay, that's what our board is looking like. Apologies. Okay, so let's read the briefing in my best 1940s British accent. A reconnaissance Spitfire flew over a new German radar station. This radar uses state-of-the-art technologies that we want to have a close look at. You will be parachuted near the station, split into 2 groups. The first one will seize the components of the radar, while the other one attacks the German reserve troops staying in a villa nearby, so they cannot support to the radar station's garrison. So that's the general plan here. So we haven't got our weapons. We have to pick up these weapons, and yeah, it's still going to cost us 2 action points to pick these things up, which kind of sucks because that's a lot of actions to be doing that. So let's meet our team for this day's battle. We have the British officer. Like I see, he's actually starting with his weapon. And he can do the assault, which basically means everyone in his level can attack when he does this thing here. The sapper, he starts without his bar, which is a pretty cool weapon there. But he does have some TNT there, and he can place TNT charge for 0 actions. Our scout is on his tan side because he can go through windows, meaning he can walk through walls which don't have doors on them. He's got his crowbar, and he can stealthily move into these medium tiles for just 1 action point, as opposed to the 2 that we normally have to do. And for 2 action points, he can move into this large tile and not have to worry about being spotted. Next we have the medic, who is our French operative here, and he has got his first aid kit. When he uses his first aid kit, he can roll the dice, and if he gets 5 or 6, he gets to keep the first aid kit. Otherwise, it gets discarded as usual. We have 2 entrances in this, 2 trapdoors, should I say, in this actual mission. When you move through a trapdoor, you come off the board and you kind of miss a turn, and the next turn you can come out the other trapdoor, or you can just leave the level through one of those. So I want to double check, make sure they're both open. Yes, they are both open, and we also have 4 spawn points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can have a ton of troops coming through this level. This is not going to be easy, and like I always tell you guys, I will be doing 2 attempts at this mission, and hopefully I will be able to beat the Germans on this particular battlefield, but we shall see. Okay, without further ado, I will shuffle the V-Commandos event deck so that you know I haven't stacked the deck in any way, unless I'm some crazy magician who is able to shuffle the cards in a very specific order now, but I assure you, I'm not. So, let's begin then. So our first event is double time. During this turn, injured commandos, except for those in critical condition, ignore any -1 AP token on their commander card, and everyone who is coming onto the board is going to be moving north. What does that mean for our commandos? Well, it means we'll be having a troop in here, a troop in there, a troop in there, a troop in there, and we're going to end up with 2 enemy units in the large tile here. With that in mind, I need to now have a think about what I'm going to do. So we know that at the start of the next turn, there's going to be 1 person in here, which obviously we don't want anybody in there because, well, we need to get through. So I think we're going to start off with the scout. So 1 action point to move into this area here. The second action point is going to move into the medium tile because it only costs him 1 action point to move sneakily. And then he is going to discard his crowbar to jam up this reinforcement point. This is good because it basically means I can get all of my guys into this tile this round if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm going to take my my British officer is going to come down this way. So 1 action point to move in here, 2nd action point to move into this zone, and then he is going to shoot into this zone for his 3rd action. So he's rolling 2 dice. And we got a 1 and a 1, so he misses. Luckily, it's a silence weapon, so we don't need to worry about him being discovered. Our sapper is now going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to save an action for a later turn. And our medic is going to move 1, 2, 3. That's the end of my commando's turn. So up north, we have a guy trying to get in the door there. Over to the east, we have 1 guy in there. We have nothing appear into the large tile, and we have a 2 move into here. So we get rid of this, and we add 1 of these elites to the bag. Now everyone moves north who can move north, and there's no shooting because there's no one to shoot. Fire alarm. Now I hate these ones because we don't know where the enemy is going to be turning up this round. So, if the alarm is triggered and all commanders are stealthy, turn off the alarm as if a commander had turned it off. But we don't know where the enemy is going to be appearing. So, we're going to start straight away with our British officer, and he's going to try again to shoot this guy here. So, yeah, we managed to kill this guy. So, he's returned back to the reserve, and we then draw a new token out there, and we find a first aid kit there. So that was his first action. And for his second action, what should he do? We're going to fire into this zone here. And we got 2 6s, so we've killed this guy here, which leaves a German officer uniform there. And then we're going to save an action point for a later turn with our officer. Next, our sapper is going to come in here, so he is going to move into here for 1 action point. He's going to spend 2 action points to pick up this objective. Now, I get to choose a commando to get their weapon back. Now, do I have to have it as him? So for each successful objective, 1 commando gets his or her weapon back. Well, part of me, gaming wise, I want to actually not have it as him as the person who's going to have the weapon, this guy here, but I think thematically it makes sense. So our sapper is going to get his weapon back, and then we're going to use his additional action to move back into this area here. Now we really have to hope that whatever direction they're moving in isn't going to be west, otherwise these two guys are going to be exposed. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to move our scout, and we're going to be very, very hopeful that we manage to move into this area without causing, without being spotted. This is a risky maneuver, everybody. Luckily, we have not been spotted. I can't believe my luck there. So I've moved into there. I've not been spotted. We're going to kill this guy in close combat. So he's removed from the board, put into the reserve. And we're hoping for like a crowbar now. But we find a spotted token. If there was anybody else in this tile, we would have found them. Nice thing is we now have the alarm, which we can turn off. So that was 1, 2, and then we're going to save an action point for the scout. Next, the medic is going to move into this area here, and he's also going to save an action point for a later turn. Now we have to populate the board. So up the top, we have this guy here. Over here, we have this guy here. Over here, that person. And down here, we have this person. Now we have to hope we are not going west. And we're going east. Huzzah! So nobody can actually move for this turn. So we're going to remain where we are for the moment. So, new event. White flag. So the alarm isn't triggered. So you don't need to worry about this. Everyone is moving south this turn. So we know there's going to be 4 people in this zone. 4 people in there. There's just going to be those 2 guys unless we get a hammer unit up there. And yeah, that's the board layout at present. Yeah, okay, so we're going to move we're going to start off with our British officer. He's going to shoot into this zone. So he's rolling 2 dice for this. He needs 2 or more to kill him. And he got 6 and a 1, so this guy's dead. And he drops behind on a grenade or a crowbar, basically. Spotted token, not so great. So we remove that straight away. So that's my first action with the officer. The second action is going to be to move into here. So the alarm is triggered because we've gone into a big zone here. So everywhere is going to be having 2 troops coming through at present. We're going to pick up this German uniform whilst we're there. Why not? His third action, he's going to move into here. So he's still visible because he'd have to spend 2 action points to move into that zone to remain visible. But then his final action, we're going to use his +1 to move him into this area, and he is now hidden. Our American officer is going to move 1, 2, 3. So he would have become visible, visible again, and then stealthy again. So at the moment, everyone's still stealthy, but the alarm is still going on. So I don't really have many options of what I can do with my scout and my medic, because I don't have any weapons for those guys yet. So we're going to activate the medic now. He is going to spend an action to turn off the alarm. The alarm cannot be turned off again this round, this game, sorry. But we do know we're not going to be getting double support this time round. And then we're just going to leave that as it is. There's not much more I can do. I'm hoping to get my British troop to come in here, open this door, kill this guy here, and then one of the other guys is going to get their weapons. Probably the medic or the scout. Maybe the scout, because then we have to get the scout back over this way and through this window to kill some people in there, and hopefully we can get out of here. But let's see. We've got the reinforcement turn now. What we don't want is a hammer guy to come out, so that's fine. Next we have over here, down here, and down south. We have another elite added to the bag. Okay, so the next event is, no, sorry, we haven't moved anybody. So this guy moves south, and that's it for movement. No shooting because everyone is invisible. Everyone's stealthy. East in front. At the end of the turn, if all commanders are stealthy, place up to 3 regular enemy units, not protecting a triangular token, in their reserve. Everyone's moving north. This is great because hopefully we can get rid of these 3 guys here. So it is our British officer's turn. We're going to spend 1 action to open this door with his shotgun, his Sten, sorry, and then he's going to shoot into there, which is going to cost him an action point, and he's rolling 2 dice. So he got 6 and a 5, which means we've successfully killed this guy here. A spotted token, no good, 2-man, not beast. And for his 3rd action, of course, we're going to move him into this area here, I imagine. Okay, so our sapper's going to move next. 1 action point. He's spending 2 action points to do this. So that's our 2nd objective off the board, and we are going to give the scout their weapon. So the scout's got their weapon back. Scout is going to move 1, 2, and he's going to remain where he is for the moment. And the medic's going to spend 2 action points to move there, and a 3rd action point to move there. We're going to leave it there for this turn. So it's the end of the turn. The commandos are stealthy, so we get to place 3 regular enemy units, not protecting a triangular token, in their reserve. So we are going to take out this guy, and this guy. Okay, everyone moves north that can move north, but no, because we haven't reinforced anywhere yet. So at the top, we're going to have 4 very angry German officers coming through here. Oh no, it's a blank, so nothing there. We get an elite in there, oof. And then we get a hammer there, and I forgot to put 1 there as well. Oh, blank. So we've got 2 blanks, which means we add 2 more enemy elite units into the bag. And everyone who can moves north, so we have 3 in here. Now this isn't a nice place for them to be, because if we do end up triggering any alerts over here, these guys will be able to shoot our guy. So we've got to hope we've got a decent event this round. Alarm, alarm. During enemy reinforcements, that enemy units enter as if the alarm was triggered. This is not good. So my kind of options here are, my scout needs to get in here to take this objective token, and then we can just leave the level, and we've done that. The problem we've got is we're going to have 4 troops in here next round, most likely. Another one in there, another one in here, and another one in here. It's going to cost me 2 action points to actually pick this thing up. So even if I moved in there and I killed both those guys, I wouldn't have enough action points to do anything. And we are going to get a German, at least 2 German units coming into this unit next round. So part of me thinks I need to create a distraction here. The problem I've got, these guys are going to, there's going to be 4 people in that room next round. I think I'm just going to have to play this safe. So our British officer is going to activate. We're going to shoot this open for 1. He's going to move in here for 2, and then he's going to save an action for a later date. We're going to move our American sapper in here for... We're going to move the American sapper in here for 1, and we're going to save an action for a later turn. Now, does our scout risk this? Probably not. We're gonna leave it there for this round. This might be a bad idea. So up the top we have an elite. We have 2 people in this area. We have, there should have been 2 people up top. We have 2 people in here, and we have 2 people down here. So any of these we remove and we replace with elite units. Only 1 of those blanks left in the bag now. Everyone comes onto the board who can come on the board. So that crowbar's gone. These guys bustle in. And then everybody moves south who can move south. So these guys are down there. And there's still room for my guy to come in there. So we'll see. Full moon. During this turn, all characters on outdoor tiles are easier to target. Roll 1 additional die for every shot targeting them, and everyone is moving east. This means these guys here are going to move into this zone here. These 3 guys are going to stay exactly where they are, and these guys can't move east. So we're really going to have to, I don't know, pull something out of our hats for this one. Okay, so our American sapper is going to try to draw fire. We're just going to have to do this. So he is going to shoot into this zone. It's going to cost 3. Oh, but if we do this, the alarm's going to go off, and we're always going to have 2 people coming in. Okay, we're just going to have to do this. So our scout is going to move into here for 1 action. He has to do a stealth check. Oh, he failed on the very last one. So now I have to shoot all 3 of these guys. I have to get 4 or more on each of these. Otherwise, I'm in a lot of trouble. So we got a 1, so he missed. Got a 2, so he missed. And we got a 1. So our scout is definitely dead now. Oh, this sucks. It's all gone Pete Tong, so we're firing everything we've got. Our sapper is going to shoot at these guys here. So he's rolling 3 dice. He needs 3 or more. He killed 1 of them, so we're going to get rid of the elite. That draws this. Our scout has got a spotted token. That's no good to anybody. He's going to roll another 3 dice now. Shooting again. We got 2 hits, so let's kill these 2 guys. Barrage token and a crowbar. And then he's rolling a 3rd action. He's attacking again. He got 1 hit. And he finds a TNT there. And then we're going to move him over here. We're going to use his last thing. So he's become stealthy again. Our British officer is going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to shoot into that zone. So he got a 3, so he manages to kill this guy here. We get another item, which is an MP40, which is great because our medic can pick that up and use it as a weapon. So it's our medic's turn now. We're going to spend 1 action, so they're moving in here. The alarm has gone off at this point, by the way, so everything is gone totally wrong. Our medic is going to pick up as much as he can. He's only got 1 space, so we're going to have to pick up the MP40, I'm afraid, and leave these 3 things here. Well, he moved in there for 1. Do I just jam up the door? No, I don't think so. So he moved in there for 1. He's going to move in here for 2 and move in there for 3 and then move in there for 4. So that's all of his actions gone. Okay, so it's now the German reinforcement phase. We can't actually get into this room because there's too many people in there. So these guys are in here. And everybody moves east. Who can move east? They can't move east. These guys move into this area here. Obviously trying to secure the trapdoor there. And then everyone fires. So we are rolling 3 dice for this guy first. Okay, so 2 hits. Three hits for the other elite. Yep. Our scout is bloody. And that's the end of the shooting because they don't keep on shooting him. If I can get to him this round and heal him, then he'll be safe, but I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, we'll see. The alarm surrounds her. During this turn, the alarm is silent, but we don't know where everyone's moving. So we're only going to have 1 reinforcement on each reinforcement point this round. But like I say, we don't know where people are moving to. Okay, we're just going to have to sacrifice a scout. So we're going to spend 2 action points to move in there. We're going to pick up, what are we going to pick up from here? So we're going to pick up the barrage token. Then we're going to move here for our, so that's 3 actions, 4 actions to do that. Our sapper is going to move down here for 1 action. He's going to save an action. And our medic is also saving an action for the moment, which means, unfortunately, our scout has perished. We do enemy reinforcement, which this round is only 1 on each space. Oh, could have really done with that being over here. And then this round, everyone is moving north. That's no good again, but hey, there we go. Okay, so we're going to start with our, we're going to draw an event first. Drown out. All sounds are muffled by the noise of bombs exploding in the distance. During this turn, ignore any of these symbols, tokens, and spotteds are ignored, which is really handy for what we're going to do now. So we're going to spend 2 action points to move into this area here. We're then going to use a stem to shoot at these guys here. So we got a 2 and a 5, which kills 2 of these guys. So any spotted tokens we get, we ignore. We killed 2, so we draw. And then he's shooting again for his last action there. 3, so we kill another guy, so we're going to kill that guy, why not? And we got a spotted token, we ignore that. Next, the American Sapper's 2 action points to move into there, then he's shooting with everything he's got into this zone. He kills 3 people, leaving behind those 3 items, and we're going to use his last action to shoot again, and he kills those last 3 guys. So we cleared out that whole place, and because of the bombs in the distance, we don't have to worry about anyone being spotted from doing that. So another 3 tokens on there. So next, our British officer is going to move there for 1, and he's going to move in here for 2, 3. Yeah, I guess he's going to be in there for 3. We're just going to have to wait to see what happens next, guys. And we don't want anyone going west. The one time we don't want it to happen, I bet it's going to happen. North. Okay. So there we are. The next event happens, which is during this turn, for each enemy unit eliminated, eliminate 1 additional regular enemy unit on the same tile. This might be really handy. So we are going to do an assault this time around. So we're going to spend 2 action points, and basically everyone may perform 1 free shot for 0 action points. So we might be able to clear this out, but these guys will probably come, yeah. Although, do you know what? We're just going to launch this instead. We're going to chuck our barrage token in there. We're rolling 4 dice. For everyone we eliminate, we're going to eliminate an additional person. 2s or mores. Oh, wouldn't you believe it? We only got 2. So we kill 4 people on here. 2, 3, 4. Now he is spotted because he is actually adjacent. So our British officer's become spotted now. So he is going to use his Sten to shoot again. So he's using 2 dice to shoot. And we got 2 and a 4, which kills these guys off. Perfect. And for his last action, he's going to move into this area here, which means he's stealthy again. Right, so our sapper next. Our sapper is going to move into this area for 1 point. He is able to pick up, he's visible, he's able to pick up a crowbar, a grenade, another crowbar because they're really handy, and another grenade. So that's his first action. His second action, he's going to use a crowbar to open this door. And his last action, he is going to chuck a grenade into that room. And he kills 2 people. But for every one we eliminate an additional one. So we have cleared this room out. Amazing. We don't have enough action points to actually do what we need to do. But we are close. We are very close, guys. There is a light at the end of the tunnel here. Okay, so our medic is going to move in here for 1. He's then going to move into here for 2. And then he is going to... Oh, he can't do what he needs to do. Oh. Okay, we're going to reverse that. So he moves in here for 1, so he's become visible. He's then going to pick up a crowbar, and he's going to lodge the door shut there. And we're just going to have to hope we can hold out for the end of this. Oh, this is not good, guys. I am in a lot of trouble here. I'm going to have 4 attacks coming from over here. I'm going to have 3 attacks coming from over here. It is not going to happen well. We're not going to get out of this, guys, I don't think. I thought if I just had 1 more action, I could have picked up a crowbar and closed that door. But we had to move 1 into here, 2 into there, pick the crowbar up, and then actually do what we need to do with that. So, well, we are where we are. Let's do the enemy reinforcement turn. So he came out like that. We have 2 more guys over here. Of course we have elites. Ugh. 2 guys behind this door. Sorry, just trying to get these out. And 2 guys down south. So, we do movement now. So everyone moves towards visible commandos first, rather than the direction they were supposed to head in. So that's what it's looking like, guys. We do shooting now. So we're going to start with... so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice to roll. So we're going to start with these 4 down here first, which do enough damage to take out 1 of the guys. So it's 4 damage coming through. Then we're rolling another 5 dice. 4 damage coming through so far. 6 damage, which is enough to take both of those guys down. My officer's not really got anything he can do about this. What's his stat? Move 1 enemy unit onto an adjacent tile containing a stealthy commando. If every commando on this tile performs a successful stealth check, or if one of them uses a +1 AP token, the enemy is eliminated. But that's not going to happen because there's no adjacent stealthy units. Honestly, guys, I don't see how I'm getting out of this. My officer is in for a world of pain. We're just going to have to go up here, I guess, and take these guys out. So we killed 2 of these guys, so we'll get rid of the elites and hope that we don't draw any spotted tokens out of the bag. And then his last action is going to shoot again. And of course he misses. So these 2 guys are dead. They should leave behind anything that was on their space. This mission has gone appallingly. And then we were doing reinforcements. I'm sure watching this back, you'll probably be able to figure out where I went wrong, and please leave it in the comments below to say, Adam, you did this, you went really wrong here, mate, because you could have done this. But yeah, this is game over for the Allies, I'm afraid. So these guys break through this door. And then these guys move in here. These guys move this way. And then we do stealth checks. If we manage to do these stealth checks, our guy is still safe this round. So we need 3, 4, 5, or 6, otherwise he's been spotted. 5 and a 5, he's not been spotted. Bomber. So for enemy movement step, a bomb hits one indoor tile with a trapdoor, and it destroys everything in there, and then it basically adds doors. So we're going to pick this place here. If the bomber hits this place, we're going to have an entrance, and we might be able to actually get out of this. I am amazed if this is gonna succeed with our lowly officer. So our officer is going to spend. Okay, so our officer is going to spend 2 of his 3 actions to kill these 2 guys. Well, he's got to do 1 at a time actually. So we're just going to shoot them. And of course, I only kill 1 of these guys. And I bet this is going to be a spotted token. It's not. So we're going to shoot again. We got 6 and 2, so we've killed this guy. And we find an STG-44. So we've got 2 STG-44s, which are better weapons. We'll pick this up for free. And we're going to save our action this time around. Although we might run out of people to place on the board, which is a way you lose this game. So, before the enemy movement step, so we do our reinforcements first. Getting pretty light in the back here, guys. And then a bomber comes and explodes this tile. So we flip this over to the other side. We add an additional door here. And then everybody moves north who can move north. Okay, so our next event. During this turn, every stealth check is performed using 2 dice. So it's going to be tougher to actually get through this. Okay, we're gonna try and shoot these guys with our Sten. It's silenced. 4 and a 3, we kill 1 of these guys, so we'll kill the elite. And hopefully we don't get a spotted token. Of course, it's a spotted token. So we're now visible. We're gonna shoot off our STG-44 this time because we've been spotted, so we're rolling 3 dice. 4 or more kills. We killed 2 of them. So we add another 2 items to the board. So don't worry about that. His third action, he is going to move. No, he's not going to move down there because they're all going to come into there. Oh. His third action, he's going to shoot again. Killing this guy. And we find a med kit. Then we're going to use this +1 to move him into here, and hopefully he's going to be able to survive this, but it's very unlikely at this point. Enemy reinforcements. The bomb went off, so they're all really agitated now. It's like a hornet's nest at the moment. Okay, so everybody who can move west moves west. So we start with these guys because they're closest to the commando who's left. So as soon as this happens, so I was just looking to see if there's any twos there. As soon as this happens, we have to do stealth checks. So I guess we're rolling 2 stealth dice because of this thing here. So we have to don't get a 1 or a 2. Okay, second roll, and our third roll. Oh, the third roll has it. So everyone else moves west. Well, everyone else actually just moves towards where the guy is. Ooh. Oh, which is the quickest way? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, we'll move them this way. So we get the elites down here. Oh, and I didn't actually put people on the board as well. So that would have helped Adam. So there's probably room for 1 more person on there. Yeah. And then this guy in there. I think I did that right. And yeah, these guys should also move up towards the noise. And now we shoot. So starting with the veteran, the elite guy here, he's rolling 3 dice. And he needs 4 or more, so he got 2 hits on our courageous British officer. And then he's rolled, the other 2 guys shoot as well. And guys, it's game over. We've had an additional hit. Our British officer is dead. Well, that didn't go too well. I ended up getting absolutely mobbed by Germans. I made some bad calls, probably. My scout dying to begin with kind of threw everything up. I had like a faint glimmer of hope when the bomber came and blew up gave me another entrance. But yeah, I just didn't succeed. So if you want to see me succeed at this, or at least try to attempt to, then stay tuned because I'll be doing another attempt at this very soon. If you enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe to our Instagram, our Facebook, and of course our YouTube. I've been your host, Adam, and until next time, stay safe and keep rolling.